All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha HaKwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, hopeful elect, who are pushing, enduring, all right, in this truth, in this gospel, and pushing this word in all truth and in sincerity, risking life and livelihood in so doing, especially in these times more than any other. Shalom to the women, to the children who watch and who learn as well. All right. Lord willing, you are edified when you watch these videos. So, to jump right into it, this is going to be a pretty much a testimonial, all right, video, all right, and I'm gonna start off, okay, first with a dream that I had a couple of days ago. Now I don't, not a big person on doing videos on all the dreams I had, but I recently, this dream kind of stuck with me over the past few days, all right, because I really don't have dreams, all right, that pertain to the truth at all. Okay, that's not nothing that I really have. We have some wild dreams, but if I do have any that pertain to the truth, I really don't remember them. Okay. Now I've had a dream here or there, pertaining to the truth, but like I said, it's not a lot. Okay, and you would think that I would have a lot of dreams, okay, pertaining to the truth, because this is what I'm into the most. Okay, like other things that I'm into, I tend to have dreams about that, but things regarding this truth, I really don't have that many dreams pertaining to the truth. And so, I had one that stuck with me a few days ago, in which I was in an old residence where I used to live, and I was speaking to a young man. They were in my house, for the house that I used to live in, for whatever reason, all right, and we were talking, and the name Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, came up, and I was, surprised, to hear them, these individuals mention the name. All right. And so, in the dream, I was like, intrigued that they mentioned the name. So I was, really trying to, see where they were at, in the truth. All right. And, it was, and, we kind of talked, and, it, we began to walk off and leave, and the dream kind of fizzled out. All right. Uh, you know, they walked out of the gate. They started heading toward 63rd Street. So that they were walking south. Okay, to 63rd Street, and as we were talking, and so the dream kind of fizzled out, and I was really into the dream because it was we talk a lot of shit about the Israelite woman, but it was a woman that was that had my eye. All right, I had her eye. All right, and she was in the dream as well. okay, in which, I kind of, said that had to be wisdom, all right? That had to be wisdom, uh, but, anyway, so, that was, I don't really go into dreams or whatever, but, that was just a dream that I recently had. Now, you know, into the reason of this video, all right? Now, I came into the truth and started listening to the apostles and elders, all right? They say they came on YouTube in 2000 and I believe they said 2007. But I remember and during this time, all right, Jake wasn't into computers, all right? Desktops or laptops or any of that. Okay, around 2005, 2006, computers weren't big. And so, my auntie, she was, studying to be a doctor. And so, I used to kind of hop on her computer. Now, at this time, I knew I was an Israelite, all right? 2006, I definitely knew that I was a Hebrew Israelite. Most, and I followed this, followed the scriptures mostly, all right? Of, because there's a lot of Hebrew Israelites here in Chicago. There's a lot of Hebrew Israelite groups here in Chicago, and most of them are Yah Israelites, all right? And so, what led me to the net, all right? What led me to the unicorn, okay? What led me to that unicorn was something that had taken place, all right? And it was this UFO appearing at O'Hara Airport. Now, I had been very familiar, okay, with chariots, okay, or UFOs, all right, seeing them. I had been, seeing them constantly, all right, and let me tell you, when I was one of those, I'll say Old Testament only Israelites, at that time, I was just, I was, just knew that I was an Israelite, okay? Like most of those individuals, all right? You keep the Passover, and I never really ate pork or any of the abominable foods. I hadn't did that since I was, in my teens anyway. So, but staying away from adulterous acts. All right. But anyway, I didn't know the truth. Okay, so I was on there and out and the apostles, okay, looking for information on what they had seen at O'Hara Airport, because I think it was in the Sun Times, okay, UFO. I think it might have been front page, okay, if I can remember. But I jumped on her computer and I was, something led me to YouTube, and somehow, okay, looking for this chariot video, I think I ran into the apostles video. And you know, I believe they were talking about this as a subject, and uh they were saying, UFOs were chariots, okay, of and then and that's when you could get on the comment board and kind of and they had like little back rooms, you could get on people's page and ask questions, and so man, and I sure wish I had that old account, the password, man. Oh, hey, it was hey, there's a treasure trove of conversations. All right, even with some of your these people who have who have become that dude in Israel. All right, uh, Tazariak. I'm conversations with Tazariak, the Sakari, before they were but this wasn't in 2006. But this was just an old account I had. But anyway, um, and just to show you that no other Israelite group, okay, was teaching, okay, and now I'm going to say outside of One West, people who had been a part of One West were teaching that the UFOs were the chariots, okay, and then they the apostles went into and there were other people uh very deep into the chariots, all right, UFOs, because the apostles would go into it, and and other people would go into it, and but UFOs, if you hear, okay, anyone saying that the chariots are UFOs, they have to be a One West group, because no one else was saying that, okay? No one else was saying that the UFOs were the chariots, and then coming with the scriptures, all right? And at the time I was thinking, it was something, biblical about the church, because I was afraid, I was kind of worried, like, those got to be demons, okay? Because it was like they was following me around, man, and and things, you tell people, and people kind of look at you crazy, man. All right, people look at you crazy, and then you can show it to them. All right, you can point it out to them. Man, you don't, like I said, man. Being in this truth, man, I've dealt with a lot of females. They come and go or whatever, But I would show them. I'll be like, look at that, right? That's a chariot right there. And they'd be like, oh, that's just that's that military plane. He always had something to come up, all right, of what it was, okay? Being that, I live close to, uh, two airports, all right? I live right in between two airports, all right, here in Chicago, all right? And so, chicks I dated, they live closer to one airport, and then we'll be in the back kicking it, and look in the sky. We laying on lawn chairs, looking up at the stars, talking. You running your game, and I'm looking in the air, man, and it's nighttime, and I'm seeing these chariots, man. And this is back in like 2005 and 4, okay? Um, and I'm like, what? What in the world? You know, I thought that, because I, went down south. I used to drive back and forth like every other day to Mississippi, all right? Jackson, Mississippi. And, you know, going back and forth to Jackson, Mississippi, man, I would see, I live by, an airport, man. I know the difference between, an airplane and, an airplane, a helicopter, and something that's not an airplane or a helicopter. Okay. And so, I would see it and I'd be in the car. I'd be like, look at that shit. It's right on the trees. It's right above the trees. That's a helicopter flashing the lights. There's no damn there's no other blinking light. It's just like and you can look at it, and Jake, would be so stoned out, man. Okay, Jake would be stoned out. I mean, just totally stoned out. Okay, and so, and then from the '90s to the 2000s, and it's seeing them as much and as often as I did. I was thinking that they were demons, all right, and it was kind of irritating, and I was looking for answers, but it took for the Lord to guide me to the apostles, right? The Spirit take me to the apostles, all right, and for them to go into it, okay, and break down, man, and sure enough, man, okay, sure enough, and so um we have to understand, we're excited when we see these things. We're excited about getting the understanding of the scriptures. We're excited about that. We are learning these scriptures, uh, and learning other things. And the Spirit, you have to understand that Yahweh has put the Spirit on you to be excited, okay? Overjoyed uh by the revelations. But that joy is not shared by everybody that you come across. Okay, and so I'm going to get a scripture real quick. One minute. Okay, this is Matthew 7 and 6. All right, and it says, give not that which is holy unto the dogs. Okay, and you have to understand the information that you are receiving, the knowledge and the wisdom that you are receiving. Okay, it is holy. All right, it is holy. The information that you're getting, it is holy. As much as you want to, you feel compelled to share that, okay, with people. They are not of a like mind and of a like understanding. Okay, reading on. It says, neither cast ye your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. Okay? So for years, okay? For years I've told and warned people, okay, about these UFOs, all right, and chariots, okay, that I was seeing, and they would, say crazy things, say things, and the whole time you got movies out, E.T., Mac and Me, all right, the what is it, the not invasion, um something of the third kind or the fourth kind, something, I forgot the name of the movie, all right, um all kind of movies, all right, Independence Day, you got movies that show that there is life beyond, and yet and still people didn't believe it, all right. And then again, a lot of times, there were times where you know there was times where I left my phone in the house. I was in a car with somebody else, and the chariots appeared, okay, in a little number, like maybe 5 or 6, okay, together in flight formation, all right, not sprinkled around. I mean, in tight formation, all right, and I'll try to open the door to go get the phone so I could record, and the car door would it would be unlocked, but I couldn't get out of the car, of the vehicle. The doors would, and then the person who would be right next to me, I'd be like, look, you see it? They be looking, and they wouldn't be, they wouldn't be able to see it, and they would be nervous because the doors was locked. What? They be pressing the button. We both pressing the button trying to get out of the car, and we couldn't do it. Okay. But sometimes you can share things like this, and people will be like, oh man, that's crazy. That's he talking spooky, you know. It's like, some brothers, they see spirits, okay? And hey, I've never seen one. Okay, don't want to see one, all right? But you know, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, you heard that goofy shit he said? He talking about some fucking spirit. You know, I'm not finna say that, but you have people who do, and guess what? It's in the scriptures. Okay? So a lot of people in this truth, they're giving this truth out to people who are, they're dogs, man. They're dogs. They're swine. Okay? And what are they doing? They're trampling this truth under their foot. Okay? there was a video. Now you could go look it up if you don't believe me. Go check it out. A couple of days ago, and they said that it was a asteroid, okay, that went into this home, okay, on somewhere on the East Coast. All right, they got a video of it though. All right, ring cam video, and it said it was an asteroid, like a little rock, space rock. And it, they said it went into this house. Now you can see it, you see it go in, and it engulfs the whole house in fire. Okay? And so that's the significance of these chariots. Okay? Of these UFOs, that is the significance, man. All right? So, this video that I'm looking at, you got your O'Hare airport now. It's clear as day, man. Okay? This is clear as day, and people still mock. Okay? People still, oh man, that's you know. So I'm gonna get another scripture if I can. All right. Proverbs 17 and 16. It says, wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom, seeing he hath no heart to it? Okay. So it says, we're going to go into the commentary for this. All right. It says, wherefore is there a price? It says, he will still remain a fool, though he has paid high for instruction, if he has no capacity for taking it in. And that's a lot of people who come into this truth. Okay? There are men who are doing things in this truth, unity camps, meeting up with certain people, all right? And they don't have the capacity. It sounds like I'm saying capacity, right? No, capacity for taking it in, man. All right, they understand it. They reading it, but it's not, it's not sticking to them. All right, it's not sticking to them. Ecclesiastes 10 and 3 says, yea, also, when he that is a fool walketh by the way, his wisdom faileth him, and he saith to everyone that he is a fool. We're almost out of here, man. We're almost out of here. And you have men, all right, who are, they're playing around still, man. You know, I've always tried to be, as humble as I could be in this truth, man. As careful with this word and with the actions in my walk in this truth as I can, man. And guess what? In my opinion, I fall short. Okay? Proverbs 24:7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. Okay? And that's why you have people steady want to debate. You giving your pearls to a filthy swine. Okay? And they're going to trample over your wisdom. Okay? Because they can't get it. They don't get it. And they're not going to get it. Okay? That sanctuary is not for them. The sanctuary is for you because you're seeing the chariots, not them. You had to deal with seeing the chariots or seeing what you see or knowing what you know. You have to deal with that. So the sanctuary is for you, not them. They jump on social media and they laughing and hee and ha ha and fart jokes still, man. Okay? And doo-doo jokes, all right? That's the mind state of Jake. Okay? They still on your mama. Your mama's so fat. That's the man. They laughing. Oh, they talking about it, calling people. Yeah, you said your mama's so fat. She, you know. That's the level that our people are on, man. There's no deepness in them. Okay? They go to work. Oh, man. He said your mama's so fat. And it's the your mama so fat challenge. Now your mama showing how fat she is, all right? That's where our people is, man. And you're trying to give them this truth. You're offering them this truth or this understanding, the kingdom. And you call them, kings and princes and they nigga, you out your mind. So, we, I just wanted to share, okay, ultimately that we're certainly almost out of here. No man knoweth the days or the time when the end is going to finally come. But you know, Jacob's trouble will be here. Okay, it will be here. All right. So Lord willing, you were edified. And till next time, shalom.